Women League meet. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, starts now. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Lloyd Allen. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping news. Welcome news for a number of homeowners. Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Senator the Honorable Ryan Pinder, announcing during wrap-up of the 2023-2024 budget debate that his team has provided the completed files for 55 homes to be conveyed by Arawak Homes. Now, the whole issue stemming from a long-standing dispute over Arawak Homes' acquisition of land in the Pinewood Gardens area. For years, the government has sought to bring closure to the decades-old issue that has spanned several administrations and has outraged the affected homeowners.
We continue to work on this, and there are 43 files remaining that are being reviewed and completed and verified to provide to Arawak Homes to complete this exercise. Madam President, every week we send new files that are completed and verified for conveyances to be issued to Bahamians. I am advised that Arawak Homes are completing their requisite surveys of the properties that have been verified, and we await on them to complete this exercise in order to close this door that is a long-standing issue to hundreds of Bahamian homeowners, Madam President. From my feet, I want to encourage Arawak Homes to complete this review expeditiously and provide duly executed conveyances as soon as they can.
And health officials continue to monitor that case of cholera recently recorded in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Reports from the Twin Island country revealing that its Ministry of Health through the National Public Laboratory confirmed the presence of Vibrio cholera on Sunday, June 4th, in a stool sample received from the Cheshire Hall Medical Center. TCI health officials indicate the sample was collected from a patient who recently returned from Haiti and went to the hospital with vomiting, diarrhea, and dehydration symptoms. The individual is currently stable and is responding to treatment. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Philip Swan adds details behind local efforts.
We have a surveillance system that's in place, and we can be prepared for any eventuality that happens. It could be Turks and Caicos, it might be somewhere in the States, some other country. You don't know where it may come from. So we're always prepared and surveilling to ensure that if it comes, we find it early and we quarantine and ensure that it doesn't spread into the wider community.
Praising the country's cholera surveillance program is PAHO Representative Dr. Eldona Boyson.
They did an amazing job of detecting that case very early and putting measures in place to make sure there was no spread. I know the Bahamas has preparedness plans and they have things in place. I anticipate and I hope that if a case were to come in by chance, that they also detect early and put their plan in place and prevent spread.
Nurses instrumental in mitigating child immunization in COVID-19 across the country were rewarded by the Pan American Health Organization and the Ministry of Health for their efforts during a special luncheon at Super Club's Breezers on Friday. But as Altaviz Mudding tells us, health officials are now concerned about a growing trend.
For many years, nurses have gone above and beyond to administer the vaccines needed for children and the general population to fight the spread of any preventable disease. Among them, the first Bahamian to receive a COVID-19 vaccine, retired nurse and former National Immunization Coordinator Ruth Bastian.
I still believe in all vaccines because I know what the impact that vaccines have had on our country. And even though we may have had our naysayers, we can see that because persons were willing to take the vaccine, our coverage remained high enough that the disease abated very quickly in the country.
The Bahamas and the Caribbean in general used to be on top of child immunization statistics, but apparently that's changed in the past few years, and it's a concern for the Pan American Health Organization. In fact, PAHO's Bahamas representative, Dr. Eldona Boyson, claims the country is currently at risk for the reintroduction of polio and other diseases, all because vaccination rates are below 95%.
Tourism is booming, which is great news, but that also means that we're having a lot of people coming from places where these diseases are circulating, and we are at risk of diseases coming in. Numbers have started to go up, but they're not where they need to be for us to be out of that risk zone yet. And we want to encourage them to keep encouraging people to bring their kids, make sure they have their vaccinations.
Ministry of Health officials acknowledge the drop in immunization numbers as well. It's attributed to health professionals not being able to get the chance to provide services at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. And add to that, the impact of vaccine hesitancy.
We have launched a number of campaigns. We went into parks, we went into offered to go into schools, and we're trying to find ways to increase our coverage rate so we don't have outbreaks of measles, outbreaks of polio. And the risk is real because we have our source markets where you have circulating pockets of persons with outbreaks of measles, outbreaks of polio, and we don't want that to come into the country and impact our youth.
And here's some sound advice to parents on ensuring their child is immunized.
You do not want them to get polio that there's no cure for, or measles, mumps, rubella, tetanus, pertussis. These are all serious diseases that can make your kids severely ill or even kill them. Do not be afraid. With all the disruption of COVID, some people just forgot and they thought, oh, they were already up to date, or we don't need to do this right now. And so we want to encourage people and remind them. And you know, this is the 50th anniversary of independence. Do this for the country. Let's make this a target to get back up to that 95% coverage, which gives herd immunity and protects the whole country from these very severe diseases.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altaviz Mannings.
And switching gears, a busy weekend for law enforcement as police report a double shooting taking place in the Plantal Street area. Initial reports telling that the incident occurred shortly after 1 p.m. Saturday, where EMS arrived to the scene to render medical aid to the initial victim. Additionally, a second man was also shot, both transported to hospital. The men are said to be in stable condition. However, the details regarding the shooting remains unclear. And plans crafted at the National Art Gallery to celebrate 50 years of independence stepping back into history. The details of that story and more after the break.
And I say, boy, my island's in the sun, 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 sun. Bring it up, Jack. And I say, boy, my island's in the sun. And I've a time is yes, but when I turn to party, this drunken, I got me with so boy, my island's in the sun. And I've a time is yes, because
fly free from Nassau. Visit BahamasResidence.com for details.
I pledge my allegiance
to the flag and to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas,
For which it stands.
One people united in love and service.
Happy 50th Independence, Bahamas. AML Food celebrates this milestone with you.
May the rhythmic beat of Junkanoo, the crystal clear waters,
and the warmth of the Bahamian people continue to shine brightly. Here's to many more years of prosperity and unity.
The atmosphere was electric as friends and families reconnected, creating cherished memories. Our young ones experienced pure joy in the dedicated Kids Cultural Zone, engaging in face painting, storytelling, and special games, bouncing castles galore and balloons for the fun of it. The Plait Lady, sharing the traditional skills of plaiting straw, was a particular hit, captivating children and adults alike. As a gesture of gratitude, the first 500 guests received commemorative independence gifts, serving as an enduring memento of this remarkable occasion. This festival exceeded all expectations, magnificently showcasing the unity and cultural richness of the Bahamas. We cannot forget the phenomenal music and art entertainment that was on display. It provided a precious opportunity for everyone to come together on our 50th anniversary of independence and embrace the vibrant spirit of our Bahamian identity.
This portion of the news was brought to you by Sun Oil Limited Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
The National Float Parade drawing in dozens of spectators despite intermittent weather conditions around the capital on Saturday. The parade, an annual staple leading into the independence celebrations, continues to showcase patriotism at its finest. Our Vaughn Aubrey was on the route and filed this report.
The 2023 50th Anniversary National Float Parade is about done. It was a spectacular sight, but here on Mackey Street where hundreds turned out, including the DeVos. Sharky, what's your opinion on what happened today?
It's a very spectacular parade, well organized, and it's something we all as Bahamian can be very proud of.
Indeed. What are your feelings for your children and going forward? What would you like to see? You don't want to talk? Go ahead. What would you like to see?
Well, I had two grandkids on the parade with Ricardo. His kids. Yes. So that's something we'll have forever.
And there's only 150th.
That's it. One.
There's only 150th.
Only one.
These are the colors: aquamarine, gold, and black. This is a time to celebrate the Bahamas. Reporting from Mackey Street for the Bahamas Tonight, I am Vaughn Aubrey.
Well, thanks a lot, Vaughn. The much-anticipated pre-independence beat retreat will take center stage in Rawson Square tomorrow at 6 p.m. But before you make plans to attend, here are a few road closures to keep in mind. The Traffic Division of the Royal Bahamas Police Force is advising the public that the Bay Street between Frederick and East Street, Woods Rogers Wharf between Bay and Shirley Street, Bank Lane between Bay and Shirley Street, East Street between Bay and Shirley Street, and Parliament Street between Shirley and Woods Rogers Wharf will all be closed to vehicular traffic. Vehicles traveling east will be diverted south onto Frederick Street, while northbound traffic along East Street will be diverted west onto Shirley Street. Vehicles will not be allowed to travel west and east along Woods Rogers Wharf between Charlotte and Shirley Street. Additionally, parking will be allocated nearby for invited guests. No vehicles will be allowed into that area after the arrival of the Prime Minister. And art and history, a vital part of this year's independence celebration. Plans now in motion by the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas to say a special Happy Birthday Bahamas, packing an historic punch and traversing to the roots of the place we call home.
As the country celebrates its 50th year of independence, the National Art Gallery celebrates its 20th year of existence.
Office and Operations Manager Ahmad Roll says NAGB wants to remind Bahamians year-round of the rich culture of the Bahamas, but also celebrate 50 years of standing tall as an independent country.
On top of all of our amazing programming and exhibitions that we have going on here at the gallery on a continuous basis, we will be highlighting the history of the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas in an online exhibition that opens up on July 7th. Also, we'll be having a celebratory event, big party in the backyard birthday party on July 6th.
Katrina Cartwright says art continues to inspire culture.
There's a piece that we had in one of our exhibitions that was talking about From Columbus to John Canoe. I remember that was the name of the exhibition. And this is why these spaces exist, because the whole idea is that we want to make sure that somebody else is not telling us who we are.
Right here is a monument to the victims of Hurricane Dorian, and according to curatorial associate Amani Hepburn, she says it's exhibits like this that helps to tell the story that continues to unfold here in the Bahamas.
The National Art Gallery of the Bahamas, we put on exhibitions throughout the year within our project space as well as our 3 other galleries. And there has been over the years and will continue to be a variety of focuses as far as ranging from looking at the history of sometimes our country, sometimes of our people, sometimes of our practices.
Hepburn also sharing that a progressive exhibit is now being showcased on the gallery's 3rd floor, displaying the historical relevance of the canoe.
Antonius has created a series of canoes, both small and also life-size, to represent his idea of how the Lucayans might have traveled.
And ahead of the July 4th American Independence, scores joining in on the official 247th United States milestone on board the USS Wasp Friday evening. Now, a flock of Naval Defense Force personnel and other significant figures throughout Bahamian society attending, along with Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis and U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Usher Pitts, telling of an enduring friendship and bilateral relations decades in the making.
Congratulations to the United States and its representatives on this auspicious occasion. The Bahamian people stand united with you in celebration, and we look forward to the continued success and prosperity of our enduring friendship.
Americans declared we the people in 1776, and the Bahamas did the same in 1973. We're separated by nearly 200 years, but Bahamians, you like us, gave power to the people. You, like us, gave everyone the right to say whatever they want, no matter how idiotic. You, like us, wanted all children within your shores to sleep soundly at night and dream of a bright future. You, like us, wanted to make that future better than the past.
Well said there. The weekend sportscast coming up after the break.
The most important thing in life is family, and whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
The 6th edition of the Bahamas Games are on the way. July 7th through the 15th. Get ready for inter-island sporting competition in the spirit of unity and camaraderie. Which island is gonna win? Our nation, our talent, our games. And look out for the B Games crew coming to your island soon. For more information, call 809-1242 or visit thebahamasgames.org.
This is the super versatile Ring Stick-Up Cam. It goes indoors, outdoors, outdoors in the rain. It's got two-way talk. Hey, Eddie. Works with Alexa. Comes in tons of power options and works with Ring Alarm to start recording automatically if something's going on. Seriously? Seriously. So start protecting your home with the easy installing indoor-outdoor Stick-Up Cam by Ring.
Bahamians are rediscovering Grand Bahama through immersive staycation experiences at Lighthouse Point Grand Lucayan. Pamper yourself at our Senses Spa or savor exotic cocktails by the sea. Unwind and enjoy serenity, 18 holes of golf, fine dining, romance, business conventions and meetings, grand outdoor events. For Bahamas resident rates at Lighthouse Point, call 242-373-1333 or WhatsApp message 827-8195.
The atmosphere was electric as friends and families reconnected, creating cherished memories. Our young ones experience pure joy in the dedicated Kids Cultural Zone, engaging in face painting, storytelling, and special games, bouncing castles galore and balloons for the fun of it. The Plat Lady, sharing the traditional skills of plaiting straw, was a particular hit, captivating children and adults alike. As a gesture of gratitude, the first 500 guests received commemorative independence gifts, serving as an enduring memento of this remarkable occasion. This festival exceeded all expectations, magnificently showcasing the unity and cultural richness of the Bahamas. We cannot forget the phenomenal music and art entertainment that was on display. It provided a precious opportunity for everyone to come together on our 50th anniversary of independence and embrace the vibrant spirit of our Bahamian identity.
This is ZNS Total Sports. Welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check on a Saturday. I'm Marcellus Hall, long jumper LaQuinn Nairn, the only Bahamian competing at the Wanda Diamond League meet in Lausanne, Switzerland. But he would make his presence felt, Nairn with a best leap of 8.11 meters or 26 feet 7 inches. That was good enough to secure the victory over Matthias Matulgo of Greece, who finished second, and Musha Hashioka of Japan, who was third. Afterwards, Nairn talking about his performance.
I feel great. I'm excited about the future, just going forward and stuff like that. So I'm happy with the dub. I'm really happy with the dub.
What's the plans after this one?
I go back to the Bahamas, to compete in front of my family. I'm excited about that meet, in the front of my hometown, and I just want to go there, execute, have fun, put on a show for my family, and, prepare for Hungary. I think I got a meet in Hungary, and then I'll come back to Switzerland and so on before, I'll be good before the World Championship, so I'm excited about moving forward.
Meanwhile, the Bahamas with a national martial arts team attending the 2023 U.S. Open in Orlando under the Bahamas Martial Arts Alliance banner. The tournament actually set to end today, but so far, Team Bahamas with a second place finish in the under-8 kata and forms division and a second in continuous fighting in the under-18 division. Team Bahamas competing in both karate and kung fu. Squad is expected to return home tomorrow. Jazz Chisholm won before the double last night as the Miami Marlins beginning a 3-game set with the league-leading Atlanta Braves. Marlins would go on in to lose this one 16-4. Game 2 is set for today. The Kevin Johnson basketball camp still going strong at the C.I. Gibson Gym, with the camp now flourishing for more than 20-plus years. Camp founder and director Kevin K.J. Johnson says the goal remains to expose young people to the game and to hopefully get scholarships to further their education.
We'll try to keep these young men and ladies out of the streets during the summer months. It's very important to teach the game of basketball. Our motto is always put God first in everything you do. Secondly, work hard in the classroom academically and give yourself a chance. And of course, basketball is my forte. So, we want you to work extremely hard to prepare yourself in the game of basketball, so give yourself a chance to play the game of basketball. I always tell my players that don't let basketball use you. Use basketball as a vehicle to get a good education.
Johnson stressing the importance of using the sport as a vehicle to get further ahead in life.
All right, if you have an opportunity to get a scholarship to play the game of basketball, use it, get your education, and then move on and do something what you want to do when it comes to your education.
And that's it, your Saturday Check on Sports. Once again, I'm Marcellus Hall. This is ZNS Total Sports.
Disasters strike with little to no warning. We hope for the best, but should be prepared for the worst. And you understand that an always online communication system plays a critical role in business as usual when emergencies occur. At Teleport One, we can prepare your business to operate as normal with our many voice, data, and video solutions. Contact us today and let our team ensure that you operate business as usual. 502-4550 or email sales@teleportone.com.
Shell Unleaded improves your fuel economy, giving increased miles per gallon, allowing you to do more of what you really want. Special additives used in Shell Unleaded improve your engine's efficiency. So go further with Shell Unleaded. Venture out to beaches, Junkanoo, and festivals and bring home memories that will last a lifetime. Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
With the help of our authorized financial institutions, or AFIs, using sand dollars is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Step 1. Identify your preferred AFI by browsing their websites or contacting them directly. Step 2. Download the free mobile application from Google Play or the Apple Store and then register for a Sand Dollar account. Step 3. Load money onto your mobile app and begin sending and receiving sand dollars or purchasing and selling goods and services.
We are pleased to be
your central bank approved
digital wallet providers.
It does not matter
which of us you choose.
You can pay for goods and services
wherever Sand Dollar is accepted.
We are all in this together.
Visit sanddollar.bs for more information.
The most important thing in life is family. And whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
It's time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. A weakening trough migrating northward along with weak ridging will progressively build across the area, introducing some Sahara dust into the southeastern regions and maintaining relatively favorable maritime conditions through tonight. Boaters should remain vigilant due to the threat of possible waterspout activity. Now, there is a slight risk of flooding during heavy and prolonged rainfall events, especially in areas already inundated with water. Due to the upcoming full moon cycle, astronomically higher tide levels are anticipated, with the increased risk of tidal inundation in marshy and coastal areas that may exacerbate flooding, especially during high tide this weekend through to next week, Thursday. For the northwest and central Bahamas, weather expecting mix of sun and clouds with occasional cloudy periods accompanied by hot and humid conditions with widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Showers may become locally heavy and thunderstorms strong to severe at times. Expect mostly fair to partly cloudy and warm conditions with lingering showers and the chance of a few offshore thunderstorms tonight. For the southeast Bahamas, weather partly sunny to sunny, very hot and a bit hazy with isolated showers and thunderstorms mainly occurring offshore this afternoon, becoming mostly fair, very warm and a bit breezy tonight. And that will end the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Lloyd Allen. Thanks for watching and good night.